Your blood vessels become more rigid and less able to respond to changes in blood flow. The smooth muscle in your blood vessel walls also becomes stiffer and less responsive. As a result, you might begin to notice that your circulation isn't what it used to be. Calcium and cholesterol start accumulating on your vessel walls, forming plaques that narrow the internal diameter of your arteries. This makes blood flow much less efficient and creates a traffic jam inside your cardiovascular system. For senior men, these changes have particularly pronounced effects on male function. The blood vessels supplying the male organ are among the smallest in your entire body, typically just 1 to 2 millimeters in diameter. Even minor plaque buildup or slight reductions in vessel flexibility can significantly impair blood flow to this crucial area. By the time most men reach their 60 seconds and 70 seconds, they've accumulated years, if not decades, of vascular damage. The good news? This damage isn't entirely irreversible. Your body has a remarkable capacity to repair and regenerate itself when given the right support. This is where the combination of olive oil and vinegar becomes absolutely crucial. Now that we've laid the groundwork for understanding the importance of maintaining vascular health, let's dive deeper into what actually happens to your blood vessels as you age. Understanding these processes will show you exactly why this olive oil and vinegar combination is such a game changer for your health. As you age, your blood vessels undergo several significant changes that affect their flexibility and ability to perform. The first issue is the endothelial dysfunction, which means the cells lining your blood vessels become less efficient at producing nitric oxide, the molecule that helps your arteries relax and expand to allow better blood flow. Without nitric oxide, your blood vessels stay stiff and narrow, making it harder for blood to flow freely, especially to areas that need it most. At the same time, your vascular smooth muscle, the muscle in the walls of your arteries, becomes less responsive. This stiffness in your blood vessels and arteries is one of the main contributors to reduced circulation over time. The natural elasticity and flexibility your blood vessels once had start to decline as a result of oxidative stress and inflammation caused by years of poor circulation, poor diet, and normal aging processes. But that's not all. Cholesterol and calcium gradually build up on the walls of your arteries. This is a process known as atherosclerosis, or the hardening of the arteries. As plaque builds up inside your arteries, it makes the blood vessels narrower, which further impedes blood flow. This is one of the key reasons why heart disease and stroke rates increase as men age, especially those over 60. For men, this process has even more significant consequences. The arteries that supply blood to the male organ are among the smallest in the body. The blood flow to this area is incredibly sensitive to changes in circulation. So even minor plaque buildup or a reduction in vascular flexibility can dramatically impair blood flow. That's why many men in their 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and beyond may notice a decline in performance or an inability to achieve the same level of firmness they once had. The good news? These issues aren't set in stone. While vascular aging is inevitable, there are ways to slow the process, even reverse some of the damage. This is where the olive oil and vinegar combination comes in. By targeting the root causes of poor circulation and supporting the body's ability to improve vascular health, you can restore your blood flow, maintain vitality, and start feeling more like your younger self again. Let's break down why olive oil is so valuable when it comes to vascular health and why it's considered a cornerstone of heart health. If you've ever heard of the Mediterranean diet, you know that olive oil is one of its key components. This diet has long been associated with lower rates of heart disease, improved circulation, and better vascular function, especially as you age. The key compound in olive oil is oleic acid, a monounsaturated fatty acid that makes up about 70–80% of olive oil's fat content. Oleic acid has been shown to do several important things for your cardiovascular health. First, it helps to support healthy cholesterol ratios by reducing bad cholesterol, LDL, and increasing good cholesterol, HDL. This is crucial because high LDL cholesterol is a major contributor to plaque formation and atherosclerosis. By improving cholesterol levels, olive oil helps protect your arteries from the buildup of plaque. But oleic acid's benefits don't stop there. It also reduces inflammation in the blood vessels. Chronic inflammation is a driving force behind the development of endothelial dysfunction and atherosclerosis, so reducing it is key to maintaining healthy vascular function. The anti-inflammatory properties of olive oil have been compared to some pharmaceutical drugs, without the side effects. In addition to oleic acid, extra virgin olive oil is packed with polyphenols, powerful compounds like oleocanthal, oleuropein, and hydroxytyrosol, which also have anti-inflammatory effects. These polyphenols protect LDL cholesterol from oxidation, a process that occurs when LDL is damaged by free radicals, which is a major contributor to plaque formation in the arteries. By preventing oxidation, olive oil helps stop atherosclerosis in its early stages. But what most people don't realize is that olive oil's beneficial compounds are fat-soluble. This means that they are absorbed and utilized differently than water-soluble nutrients, which is why simply consuming olive oil on its own won't always give you the full benefits. The effectiveness of these compounds can be dramatically enhanced when combined with certain acidic substances, like vinegar. This is where the magic happens. Olive oil's benefits are exponentially increased when consumed with vinegar, especially apple cider vinegar. Now, let's talk about what vinegar, particularly apple cider vinegar, brings to this powerful combination. Apple cider vinegar has been around for centuries, used in traditional medicine across cultures for its wide range of health benefits. But only recently have modern studies started to uncover its true power when it comes to improving vascular health, blood flow, and metabolic function. Apple cider vinegar is made through the fermentation of apple juice. First, the natural sugars in the juice are converted to alcohol by yeast, and then bacteria turn the alcohol into acetic acid, the main active ingredient in vinegar. But acetic acid is not the only beneficial compound in apple cider vinegar. It also contains organic acids, polyphenols from apples, and, if unfiltered, beneficial bacteria and enzymes that support digestive health and overall well-being. The key benefits of apple cider vinegar begin with acetic acid. Acetic acid has been extensively studied for its effects on blood sugar, metabolism, and insulin sensitivity. Even small amounts of vinegar consumed with meals can significantly reduce blood sugar spikes, which is crucial for vascular health because elevated blood sugar can damage blood vessels through a process known as glycation. In glycation, sugar molecules attach to proteins, causing them to become dysfunctional. This damage is a major contributor to vascular aging and insulin resistance, both of which are common in senior men. But apple cider vinegar's benefits don't stop at regulating blood sugar. Acetic acid also supports healthy blood pressure. It does this by affecting the renin-angiotensin system, which plays a key role in regulating blood pressure. Additionally, acetic acid appears to enhance the production and activity of nitric oxide, the molecule that signals your blood vessels to relax and expand, thus improving circulation. The organic acids in apple cider vinegar also have chelating properties, meaning they can help bind to and remove certain minerals and metals from the body. This effect is important for reducing calcified deposits that accumulate on arterial walls over time, contributing to the development of plaque. While this is a gradual process that requires consistent use, it helps cleanse your arteries and improve blood flow. Now that you understand the individual benefits of olive oil and apple cider vinegar, let's dive into why combining these two creates a powerful synergy that neither ingredient can achieve alone. When consumed together, olive oil and vinegar provide exponentially greater benefits for vascular health and blood flow. Here's the secret. Acetic acid in vinegar enhances the absorption of the fat-soluble polyphenols found in olive oil. These polyphenols are crucial for maintaining vascular health and preventing damage to your arteries. But they need to be absorbed properly to work effectively. Since polyphenols are fat-soluble, they are best absorbed in an acidic environment, and that's exactly what vinegar provides. The acidity of vinegar helps increase the absorption of these beneficial compounds, making olive oil even more effective than it would be on its own. But that's not all. The antioxidant properties of both olive oil and vinegar work together to provide comprehensive protection against free radicals. These two substances target different types of free radicals and protect different aspects of cellular function, creating a broader shield against oxidative damage. This is particularly important for senior men, whose bodies are more vulnerable to oxidative stress as they age. By combining olive oil and vinegar, you get superior antioxidant protection that enhances your body's ability to heal and regenerate. On top of the antioxidant benefits, both olive oil and vinegar have anti-inflammatory effects. When consumed together, their anti-inflammatory impact becomes synergistic, producing greater reductions in inflammation than when consumed separately. Since inflammation is a central driver of atherosclerosis and endothelial dysfunction, reducing inflammation is key to maintaining healthy blood flow and vascular function. But the benefits go beyond just inflammation and antioxidants. Both olive oil and vinegar support healthy endothelial function, though through slightly different mechanisms. Olive oil provides the building blocks for endothelial cells, protecting them and keeping them healthy. Vinegar, on the other hand, enhances the activity of endothelial cells, improving their responsiveness and their ability to produce nitric oxide, the molecule that allows your blood vessels to dilate and expand. Now that we understand how olive oil and vinegar work together, let's focus on a crucial component that plays a central role in maintaining healthy circulation and overall vascular health: nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a naturally occurring molecule in your body that acts as a vasodilator, meaning it helps relax and expand your blood vessels, allowing for better blood flow. It's one of the most important molecules for maintaining vascular health and improving blood flow to all areas of the body, including the penile region, where healthy circulation is essential for performance. As you age, the ability of your body to produce nitric oxide decreases. This is one of the reasons why older men often experience reduced blood flow, weaker erections, and a general sense of fatigue or sluggishness. The endothelial cells in your blood vessels become less efficient at producing nitric oxide, leading to stiffened arteries and restricted blood flow. Here's where the combination of olive oil and vinegar works wonders. Both of these ingredients play a direct role in boosting nitric oxide production and supporting vascular health. Olive oil, with its rich content of oleic acid and polyphenols, helps support healthy endothelial function by enhancing the ability of endothelial cells to produce nitric oxide. This increases the flexibility of your blood vessels and improves the smoothness of blood flow, especially to the small arteries that supply blood to the penile region. Vinegar, particularly apple cider vinegar, enhances nitric oxide production by supporting blood vessel dilation. Acetic acid in vinegar triggers a series of biological processes that improve the responsiveness of your blood vessels to vasodilation signals, leading to more efficient blood flow. The combined effect of olive oil and vinegar is a double-pronged approach that maximizes nitric oxide production, helping to restore circulation and performance in ways that neither olive oil nor vinegar can achieve on their own. Now that we've covered the powerful synergy between olive oil and vinegar, let's dive into how you can prepare and consume this combination for maximum vascular health benefits. The process is simple, and it doesn't require any complicated equipment or fancy ingredients. The key is to use high-quality ingredients and consume the mixture consistently as part of your daily routine. Step 1. Choose the right olive oil and vinegar. The quality of your olive oil and vinegar is crucial. For olive oil, always opt for extra virgin olive oil. This type of olive oil is the most nutrient-dense and contains the highest levels of polyphenols, which are crucial for vascular health. Look for olive oil that is cold-pressed, stored in dark glass bottles, and ideally from a single origin. The freshness of the olive oil matters, so try to choose one with a recent harvest date within the last year. For vinegar, choose raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar that contains the mother. The mother is the cloudy substance that settles at the bottom of the bottle, and it's a sign that the vinegar hasn't been overly processed. The mother contains beneficial bacteria, enzymes, and organic acids that contribute to the health benefits of the vinegar. Step 2. Mix the olive oil and vinegar. The basic ratio for mixing olive oil and vinegar is 3 parts olive oil to 1 part vinegar. For a daily therapeutic dose, this usually means 3 tablespoons of olive oil mixed with 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Here's how to mix them. Add the vinegar to a small bowl or cup. Add a pinch of sea salt to the vinegar and whisk it briefly. The salt helps the vinegar and olive oil combine more thoroughly. Slowly drizzle in the olive oil while whisking continuously. This will create an emulsion where the oil and vinegar temporarily combine rather than separating into distinct layers. This emulsion makes it easier for your body to absorb the beneficial compounds from both ingredients. Step 3. Enhance the flavor and benefits. Optional. You can enhance the basic olive oil and vinegar mixture with a few additional ingredients that not only improve the taste but also boost the health benefits. Raw honey adds sweetness to balance the acidity while contributing its own vascular benefits. Dijon mustard helps create a more stable emulsion and provides compounds for circulation. Fresh or dried herbs, such as oregano, supports vascular health, and basil offers additional antioxidants. Garlic, fresh or powdered, adds cardiovascular protective compounds that support blood flow. Step 4. Consume it the right way. Now that you've prepared your olive oil and vinegar mixture, the next step is to consume it at the right time for the best results. The optimal time to consume this mixture is before or with your largest meal of the day, preferably in the morning on an empty stomach. Consuming it with meals helps regulate blood sugar levels, improves insulin sensitivity, and supports vascular function. If you prefer, you can mix it with water or herbal tea to make it more palatable, especially if you find the taste a bit strong. Some men prefer to use this mixture as a salad dressing, which is not only effective but also enjoyable. Now that you know how to prepare and consume the olive oil and vinegar mixture, it's time to discuss what you can realistically expect when you start incorporating this powerful combination into your routine. The first few days. Within the first few days, you might notice subtle changes. Improved digestion and increased energy levels are some of the first signs you might experience. You may also feel more hydrated, as both olive oil and vinegar contribute to overall fluid balance and digestion. Some men report feeling a warming sensation in their body as circulation improves. By the end of the first week, the improvements may become more noticeable. You could start noticing morning firmness returning or feeling a greater sense of vitality. These early changes are a good sign that your blood vessels are starting to respond to the nitric oxide boost and anti-inflammatory properties of the olive oil and vinegar combination. Your circulation is improving, and you're likely to feel more energized throughout the day. Weeks 2 to 4. Between weeks 2 to 4, the benefits should be even more noticeable. You may experience more reliable male function. Blood flow continues to improve, leading to stronger and longer-lasting responses. Heightened sensitivity. This is due to better circulation and a more active nervous system. Better overall circulation. You may feel warmer hands and feet and notice better stamina during physical activity. At this stage, most men report significant improvements in firmness, performance, and confidence. You'll likely notice that your circulation has significantly improved, and your vascular health is stronger than before. 1 to 2 months. By months 1 to 2, the effects become even more significant. You may notice better blood pressure levels. This reflects the positive effects on your vascular system from the olive oil and vinegar combination. Improved energy and vitality. Blood sugar stability and enhanced circulation can result in less afternoon fatigue and more consistent energy throughout the day. Restored function. Most men experience restored function that feels natural, like it did when they were younger. 3 to 6 months. By the 3 to 6 month mark, you will likely see long-term improvements. Your vascular system will have had time to heal and regenerate, and the benefits will be sustained. At this point, firmness and strength should feel reliable and consistent, and the overall health of your blood vessels will have been significantly restored. Some men in their 60 seconds and beyond report feeling as if they've reclaimed their youthful vigor. Long-term improvements. If you continue using this combination for 6 months to a year, your vascular system will continue to improve, and you may experience further reductions in arterial plaque, improved blood flow, and better testosterone production. Even men in their 70 seconds and 80 seconds can see real, meaningful improvements in vascular health when they stick with this routine. Gentlemen, the combination of olive oil and vinegar is more than just a simple remedy. It's a scientifically backed, time-tested intervention for improving vascular health, boosting circulation, and supporting male function. By incorporating it into your daily routine, you're giving your body the tools it needs to repair and rejuvenate, helping to restore the vitality you may have thought was lost forever. Consistency is key. By sticking to this simple yet powerful habit, along with healthy lifestyle choices, you can experience long-term, sustainable benefits. Remember, it's not about quick fixes, it's about restoring balance, supporting your body's natural healing process, and reclaiming the confidence and strength you deserve. If this information has helped you, I encourage you to share it with a friend who could benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more valuable health tips. And stay tuned for the next video where I'll discuss more natural ways to support your vitality and performance as you age. Take care of yourself. You deserve to feel strong, confident, and energized at any age.